brother said you get hung up down there. The rock was so deep, and that's where there's a good fishing place. And he said, I'll go down. He got in a boat, and back then they didn't have no paddle boats. They had pole boats, you know. He got in the boat, went across, and got up on that rock, and he only had a half a stick of dynamite, and he didn't have any more. That was all he had. So he lit it and laid it down on the rock, moved back up in the woods, wait for it to go off, and it didn't go off. So he said, it's not going to go off, so I'm going to have to light it again. He didn't want to, he wanted to make sure it's lit, because if he dropped it in the water, he'd lose it. He wouldn't have an arrow. So he picked it up, and well, he didn't pick it up. Well, he did too. But he went to light it again. He said, it went out. I light it again. And by the time he picked it up, it went off. He didn't have to light it again. He just picked it up in his hand and knocked him back on the bank. He didn't know how long it had been out, but when he woke up, his whole hand was gone. And he got up, and he had a pair of overalls on. He put his hand up under that, and got himself back across the river. And there's an old house right down here below where his brother lived at. It was my grandpa. And he got on this side and walked down and walked up to this old house down here and opened the door and walked in. My grandpa was sitting there, his brother, sitting there and looked around, and his whole overalls was bloody. He had his arm up under it. And my grandpa said, his name is Buel. He said, Buel, what in the world happened to you? He said, moved my hand off. He pulled it out, and all it was just what you call the leaders and all that. It just wadded up. Didn't have no fingers or anything. So he was fishing and blowed his arm off.
Well, it's a good thing you only had half a stick of dynamite, not a whole stick of dynamite, or he wouldn't have had a story to tell. Right? I mean, a whole stick would have probably killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my grandpa, he got on his horse and rode all the way to Morgan. You know where Morgan, Georgia is over here out of Blue Ridge?
I saw it on the map. I've never been there.
Just a wide place in the road. We've got a store or two over there, you know. But the doctor lived over there, and he got on his horse and rode all the way to the Morgan over there. And the doctor got his son to come back with him. And he got in the buggy and come down back and got him, and her grandmother said she kept giving him aspirin because it was hurting so bad, trying to heal the pain, you know, stop the pain. And when he got back, well, they laid him out on the eating table, and the doctor's boy gave him the ether, put a cloth over his face, dropped that ether back. And my dad was just a little old boy. My dad said that he could hear him snoring out in the yard. Said he wanted to go in and watch him, and his grandmother wouldn't let him go in the kitchen. So to watch him. So they peeled it back and sawed it off around here. And then when they sawed it off there, they looked and seen it still busted out. Mm-hmm. So they had to peel it back again further and had to saw it off.